All right, we're gonna show you how to change the shower valve from the front side using, and you can go to 2-hole again, but typically you're gonna go to a single handle. In this case, we're going to single handle. I'm gonna try to do this quick because I got a meeting. Whoop, whoop. Give me them channel locks. We're changing this out anyhow. What kind of poverty brand? So can't get that off, leave it out of the way. Try not to scratch the tile. Just want to be careful the blade don't rub the tile or the head of that. Right. So remodel plate, Delta RP 229 827 chrome plated. We're gonna use, where'd my marker go? Alright, so it comes with this fancy cutout. You got a razor on you, Devin.
Mm-hmm.
Still recording?
Yep.
Alright, good. So I want to give myself a little bit of play. I don't want to go to the whole outside. Leave room for oopses. You can do this for 3-handle shower valves. They make these for replacement. Instead of a single hole in the middle, they make them with 2 and 3 holes. You need to sharpen all your tools.
That's how you know I've been busy.
That's right. All right, you want to make sure you're straight. You get the marker. That's why I like this tool, because I don't have to. See, you have to mark so much money. That's why you carry these $100 bill markers.
Oh yeah.
So what about it showing up so much better?
Yeah, I thought it would, man. The pen trying to write on tile. Look at that. Look at perfectly showed up.
Super trooper. Still got some left to mark them with the rest of them hundreds. All right. You didn't grab duct tape, did you?
I got electrical tape in my pocket. It'll do just the same.
That's all I need. I don't know if I just don't have the right adapter. This doesn't go all the way in there. So we got you can do this with an angle grinder, somebody holding a vacuum. I like this little M12 tool. I'm hoping the blade's sharp. I haven't used it in a while. Use water and a shop vac. Help keep dust down, because otherwise it'll look like somebody sprayed baby powder all over this freaking bathroom. And the main thing we need to do is score the tile. Because once you get back in there, sometimes this is older and it's real deep. We're gonna have to take a hammer and a chisel. Let me see what we got. All right, so it's so deep we couldn't get all the way deep through, but now I don't have to worry about tiles splitting out. I'm gonna leave my template up there.
That's hard.
Yeah.
There you go. Safety first.
Tile spreads everywhere. Once you get the tile off, sometimes it's mortar. The mortar usually comes out quicker. See, you want to make sure you don't like gouge or hit the tile around it. Try to get all the tile I can. All right. Yeah, this is actual thick mortar. Yep. All right, so I got that cut loose. Of course, it's kind of hard to get it out unless you cut it up into little pieces. I wanted to be careful to not hit my pipe here.
Going through the shower.
Yeah, because that's copper. And of course, I can't really get crimpers up in there too much. So, I don't know how good you can see in here, but you want to, since we're repiping this, but normally you just cut it right below the solder so you can get in there. Sometimes you can use compression couplings. We'll go ahead and cut this. All right, so we can have them. I made sure to get the things off. They should be able to yank that stuff down through the floor. Hopefully. If not, we might have to try to grab and pull it through here. And then we're gonna have to solder this on there. So I'm gonna need a sweat kit, a solder adapter. All right. We're gonna teach you how to solder in this video too, because I can tell that solder ain't never been used.
It has.
Really?
I got another roll on the truck.
All right. So yeah, there's no way you're gonna get a press. See, that's why press isn't everything, you know. Torches have become emergency funds, but I appreciate that brush.
I got a brush in the truck.
Yeah, you just wanted to see me use my ingenuity.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
The good thing is, if it leaks in the wall, that's horrible. So we're repiping the whole house, so they pulled the copper down and stubbed this up. Typically, you'd have to solder an adapter in there. It's gonna suck because I cut it with a sharp edge. But
solder fills it.
Well, I'm worried I'm not going to be able to get my adapter on. That's pretty clean.
I got a brush.
I ain't going to get that brush all nasty just for this. We're going to do the whole finger trick.
Get her nice and lubed up.
I don't know if I should edit that out on my video or not.
Plumbers ain't pussies.
Alright, so yeah, it was a little tough to get on there.
Anything's a hammer.
Everything's a hammer. Drill batteries, everything's a hammer. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. And then we're gonna give it a little crimp. and a twist. So when I start heating that thing up,
It don't fall off.
it don't fall off. If it falls off where you got the heat on it. All right. Now, I don't have to worry about water in that pipe, so I'm gonna turn my heat down a little bit. But normally I'd take a spray bottle, because I'm heating in the wall, and just spray everything in there, get it all wet. See if I remember how to do this.
It's all just going down.
Huh?
The solder was dropping down on the floor.
Let me see that brush. Did I not get it cleaned up high enough?
Yeah.
Alright. So take the valve. This thing's for tile, or if you can screw it, you can't screw it to a 2x4 in that case. You don't need to. Go ahead and Teflon tape this. If you use Teflon and dope, you know what that means?
What?
You have trust issues.
I don't ever use pipe dope, but
Yeah. Teflon's nice. It's not as messy. Definitely like the Blue Monster stuff. You don't end up having to. You only get a quarter of a roll off because it didn't sprayed and went everywhere.
sponsored by Blue Monster.
I wish. Shoot, they could send me one roll. I'd be happy with that. I'd be like, thanks. That's like $4 right there. Shoot. I'm really disappointed that I'm using their Irwins and not Bex.
Well, you're the boss. Give me a raise. I'll buy some.
You gotta have that brute strength, and you don't need to use two. See, I bent that. That one's missing the screw. Can't believe that thing's missing the screw. All right, so that's up, down. Where's your knife at? Let me see your knife. Is there a sharper blade on the other side?
It might be.
That's a gamble. So you can't worry about what they look like in the wall, because the way you gotta get these things in here. But I'm gonna cut, do about half.
That's a pretty smart idea.
I know, ain't it? Dang, Aaron, you're so bright. Such a bright individual.
I told him that. Don't let him lie.
It's a lot easier. You know what makes it easier? A sharp blade. All right. So, like I said, you need room to work. So, we're gonna put this a little bit wider because I got room back there in the wall. Hold that.
Sir, yes, sir.
Thank you. Gracias. Oh, thank you. All right, this is the part you're gonna like. There. So if you're doing a tub valve,
Is it okay if she uses her bathroom?
Yeah, she just won't be able to
Yeah,
flush.
that's fine.
Yeah.
if you're doing a tub valve, it's best get the pre-made valve and see if you can fish it through. But it's a little bit even harder because you can't use PEX on the drop to the tub spout because it'll flop around. We're gonna put this in there. Can I get my crimpers? Your crimpers.
Your crimpers.
This is let's see, up. So put this on the bottom. This is a tub or shower. We're gonna cap this off. cap. And then we're gonna probably should have covered the floor. I recommend covering the floor, especially, you know, got that Jamaican tile or whatever they put in. Let me see them 2 pieces that I handed you, please. So I'm going to show you the top how to do the 90s, but the sides you can do the same way if you for some reason need to or something. Like for instance, you got a tub spout, you got to have that rigid, so you got to feed it in there. See them. Thank you. You gotta do the old dry fit. Make sure what you're gonna do is gonna work. Every time you do it, it's a little bit different. Hey, yay. And remember, we didn't cut full length on that, so we have a little bit of room. Safety third.
Need another 90.
This is why you want to dry fit everything at first. What I'm gonna do with my PEX cutter. It's a Milwaukee PEX cutter.
Dylan was talking shit to me because I didn't have my PEX cutters either. I told him, shut up, you're just an apprentice. I didn't tell him.
Ask him why he didn't have his. You're just an apprentice. Man, that's mean. I need one, please. Just keep in mind, especially if you got a galvanized pipe. That should work. Hopefully I don't have to cut it back apart. It's hard to, you need to make sure it's close. I love these bluefin fittings. It holds your crimp ring where it needs to
I know,
be.
it's fantastic.
Yeah. Supplyhouse.com, baby. And that's pretty much why I buy. Yeah, they're a little bit less than the other fittings, but I like them because when I'm repiping, I just slap stuff. Some Uponor person gonna be like talking trash. Oh, we should use Uponor. You won't get Uponor an Uponor gun in there. You couldn't do this with an Uponor gun. $1,200 in crimp rings just to a shower valve. All right, best for last.
I'll have to push down on that. I'll have to push down on that.
I've been wanting to do a video on this because everybody freaking asks. Well, I've never done that before. Saw me pinch my rings on the pipe. And this is why you do this. Because let's make some room. Sometimes you can do a bunch of 90s on there too. If you need a room. It don't have the screen in it. But you got to be able to, I probably should have left one of them crimp joints. But you got to be able to like push and swing stuff around. That's just how I do it. And the other thing is, if you're working with galvanized, for the riser pipe, you put a dresser coupling because you think that the shower head don't have a whole lot of pressure on it. So dresser couplings ain't too bad there.
Perfectly centered.
Pretty much. I mean, this ain't the most ideal way to install a shower valve, but you know, are you going to tell somebody they got to tear their entire shower out? All right, let me see. Yep, a little plate. So we got Here comes the fun part. Because if you don't,
this is the easy part.
well, if your wall's not deep enough, or like, so for instance, there's a 3-handle or a 2-handle valve here, and I can get to the back, but they want a single handle, you do this too, so you might have an access panel situation. Well, if there's not a deep enough wall, this wall is pretty deep, you gotta cut your screws down, and it's best to use like a grinder, because you want good clean threads to grab a hold of. The other thing is this thing has a seal on the back. Of course, make sure this faces down. And then we're actually going to run, I would run bead of silicone. Run some silicone. Make sure our metal crap back there is. This is the fun. This is all kind of self-taught, so sometimes I wonder if somebody else doesn't have a better way. So sometimes they hit your pipes, the screws hit your pipes. You gotta be a little careful of that. All right, now let me see my trim. All right, so one thing, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do this. Make sure we turn our
Scald guard.
Scald guard. We got it hotter. Otherwise it'll be calling back. And then you might want to just double test that when y'all turn the water back on. The other thing I would do is just be on the safe side. Pull the trim back off. You know? Make sure you turn your cartridge up or you get a call back that it ain't hot enough. That's hand tight. Yeah, you probably turn your trim off once y'all get done. Just pull your trim back. All that spacer is if you have a different kind of handle that needs to sit out. Some handles are deeper. So I just dropped that screw, dude.
It's over in front of the vacuum cleaner somewhere. No, towards you, I think.
Yeah.
You may as well just leave that off. Well, to finish out the video, yeah.
So you see how you want to try to get that lined up. This is the fun part, because how far back in the wall. This old tile is thick. Yeah. Sometimes you can't never get them exactly, so just make it look. Moen actually makes one. You want to pause that. That's how you change the shower valve out. Got to caulk that, clean up real good. Shouldn't take more than about 30 minutes to do this whole job. No, it ain't easy, but you know, it's definitely doable, but it's hard to get them straight. You just got to work with them. The trim is what holds it tight, so it's not a clothes hanger. So we'll leave their nice shower head here because that shower head's low. Things should be up there. People were short back in the day. All right, good deal.